Hey guys, this is a tutorial of Balancing Composure's Stonehands, the acoustic version. It's not exactly the way that they play it, but it totally works. It works with the record. Like, if you play it along with the song, it'll sound totally normal, and if you want to cover it, it sounds awesome. So let's get to it. So for the introduction and the verse, you're gonna put your middle finger and your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E and the A string. So you're going to strum that with an open D string as well. Then you're going to hammer on with your index finger the 2nd fret of the D string, like that. Then you strike the D string, and then the A string, and then the G string. Yeah. Then you strike your little chord again, and you pull off the D string. And then you do the whole like do-do-do part again. And then you hammer on again and do the whole plucking thing. But after you do that, you're going to open up all the strings and you're gonna leave your E string open and put your index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. You're going to hit that 2 times, and you're going to put your middle finger on the E string, but the timing's kind of off. Well, it's not off, but it's just a little different. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, 2, and 3, 4. It's just quicker. The 3rd fret of the E string when it hits is a little bit quicker. So here's what we have so far. Alright, and then you're going to repeat the same thing. And then you slide up to the 7th fret of the A string, and then back down to the 2nd fret of the A string. You keep the open E the whole time. You don't just do that. So that is pretty much your verse. You just rotate between this part and that, and you keep that going as a constant throughout. The only things that are changing are the little riffs type of things in between. So that is your intro, and that is your verse. If you play along with the song, you'll find out how many times that that happens. It's like, I could sing it for you now, but I don't want to make this video as long as it possibly can go. But you just repeat that throughout the verse, and the interlude after the verse is a little bit different. So you still go, but you hit your B string. And you can also hit the 3rd fret of the B string. That sounds pretty cool too. You could do both. That sounds really cool. But you keep that part going. You keep that part going. That's pretty much the same throughout the entire song except for the chorus. But with the interludes, there are 2, and they're a little more open. There's the interlude, and then there's the outro. They're strummed a little more openly. They're not the same strumming structure thing as the most of the most of the song is. So. And then you hit never mind. You go back to this part. When you get to the interlude before the chorus, you hit a D string, but only the D string, the G string, and the B string. But it's the shape of a D chord. So you're going to go through that interlude. Just forget that I mentioned the whole D chord part, because that's not in the first interlude. That's in the interlude before the chorus, after the second verse. This is probably really confusing. I'm really bad at explaining things. So here's what we have so far. We have that for the intro and the verse. The intro, you repeat that 2 times, and the verse, you repeat that as long as he's singing. And when he sings "Wasted It All on Me," you go to the open-ish strumming part. Wasted it all on me. Then you go back to the same pattern you did for the second verse. So chase us around, that part. And the second interlude before the chorus is a little bit different in the strumming way. You're a little more like rigid with it, kind of, because the chorus is it's very cool. But the interlude before the chorus, that's the D part I was talking about, the D chord. But before you go into that, you just hammer on the second fret of the D string like you always do, and you kind of like strike it and mute it. You'll like get the hang of that. It's fairly simple, but pull off on the third fret of the B string, and then hit that again, and then C. And so that is the interlude before the chorus. A little bit different than the one before the second verse because it has this D string and because the strumming pattern is a little bit different. So you go through that, and the chorus. Here's the chorus time. You are basically palm muting everything. You go to it's kind of an E minor, what have you, but it's only the open E string and the second fret of the A string. And then you hit the third fret of the the G on the third fret of the E string. I know you got hands of stone. Then you make a C shape. If you don't know what that is, it's the third fret of the A string and the second fret of the D string. So, then back to G, then back to E, then back to G, then back to C, then hit a D. So, I know you got hands of stone. I know you got hands of stone. Crush everything I've ever known, including my bones. You left home for the unknown. So that's basically, you just repeat it twice, but when he sings for the unknown, you go into like this open strumming. Sorry, my jaw popped. You go into this open strumming, and it's basically the same thing as your interludes, except it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Yeah, it's just a little more open strumming. It's not, it's just a different strumming pattern, kind of hard to explain, but you'll get the hang of it the more you practice. That is the interlude after the chorus. And you play the same thing through the outro and the whole like oh part, like the oh. outro, hold on, I'm checking the tabs in case I'm missing anything. I'm gonna put a link to the tab in case you read tab and you're down with tab. That is your outro. Let me think. I kind of messed up. I said that it was open during the outro, like during the O part, but it can be, but it also can't. Like, it sounds good either way. So it's really up to you. If you're not down with the whole open strumming, you can sing it the same way. That is your O part. Yeah, that's pretty much it. For the ending, you strike your original chord, your third, second, and then you hit, you mute the strings, then you hit it again, then you mute the strings again, then you do the A shape. I don't know if I've said the A shape before, but it's the open A, second fret of the D, second fret of the G. I actually like to play this a little bit different. I'm reading off of the tabs right now, but I guess this is the way they play it, so I'm just gonna kind of go for it. Wait. That's the ending. So your little G kind of shape. Hit A, E. So only the A, D, and G strings, and then the E, A, and D strings. That's how they end it. You can end it any way you want. Like, as I said before, this is a very free type of song. No real, like, if you hit that, it sounds totally cool. Like, do whatever you want. But yeah, there really is nothing else to that song. Just, if you want to learn the lead part during the interludes, that tab is posted on ultimateguitar.com. But really what I had in the video, is basically just the chord of the song. It goes through the chords, chord progression, the little riffs in between. So yeah, I hope it helped a little bit and helped learn the song. Playing along with the song really helps. Helps get the timing, and yeah, just have fun with it, I guess. If you learn the song through this video, or even if you didn't and just covered the song and just want me to check it out, just like comment. Like, I think it's totally cool when people self promote. I do it all the time. But yeah, just like send me a link on the YouTubes, and I'll totally check it out. That would be totally rad. I just hope this video helped. Yeah, just listen to the song, you do you, and I will see you in a later cover. Probably something by the Front Bottoms.